I know, so dramatic, right? Good morning and happy holidays. It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to the first ever Vevor Christmas Guide video. So instead of my usually promoting and pushing some Vevor products individually on a product review, being that we're a couple of weeks away from Christmas, I decided that we were going to show you 6 different items at the same time from my occasional sponsor, Vevor. You've all heard of Vevor products, whether you've seen my videos or not. They're everywhere. It's like the Chinese Amazon. They've got everything. Tens and thousands of products on their website. It'll take you a couple of hours just to look through it. And I guarantee you, if you go to their website, you're going to buy something. Go check out Vevor.com. I've got big things.
That's what she said.
And little things, all of which I've never had before. Well, I might have had one of the things several times, but it's still worth showing you. What should I start with first? Maybe we should get the big thing out of the way, huh? Oh, and by the way, I'm going to try to get through this really quickly because it's freezing. It's 25 degrees here in Long Island, New York. Well, it is winter, for goodness sakes. Let's get started on this big thing. What could it be? Leave it in the comments right now. What is that? It's very heavy. Damn it, can't find my damn knife. It's a pair of ramps. Ooh. Ooh. If you've got a curb that your car needs to go over, this fills the space so that you don't rub your front valance of your Lamborghini. Also, this is great for me because in the entrance to my garage, I've got a lip. And sometimes it's difficult to get my machines out because I have to push it over the lip. Now I've got a ramp, see? That you can drive right over. Oh, that's not going to work because that leaves a gap. I don't want a gap. I got to get through this way, and I've got a curb here which gets caught with the deck. So now I've got a ramp that goes over the curb so I can get to that spot. It's made of solid rubber construction with these grids over here to prevent slippage and a water passageway so you don't pool water in one spot. It's very heavy. If you need these, and you're gonna know if you need these, because you're see this and go, hey, I need that. Let's move on to the next item. I'm just randomly opening these things. It's like Christmas for me. I'm opening Christmas gifts. All right, I'll get to it. We've got a bag. Instructions. Ooh. Just what everyone needs. A handheld thermal imager. Let's turn it on. So a thermal imager. This is for like electricians or mechanics. You can see where the heat is, the temperature of each area thermally. It's got a cap over here that covers the lens. Trigger. Lift the cap, click it. So your thermal lens is open and exposed. That looks normal. Choose mode. Ooh, look at that. So it's mostly blue, meaning cold. Let's do my hand. Oh yeah, my fingertips are cold. You could choose different modes too. Look around you and it's perfectly normal, but then you could see where the heat is in the middle. And normal. There are also other kinds of different modes too. plus settings and all that. Very cool. That's your Vevor handheld thermal imaging device. You could also record what you're seeing on the display, and it comes with a USB-C charging cable. Gift number 3. It's a boroscope. A Vevor boroscope. You can check inside engines and locate things in small holes. Good for plumbing, looking down sewer pipes, all that kind of thing. It's articulating, so you can point this camera towards anything, including up your nose. Or you can give yourself a colonoscopy. I'm just kidding. Do not stick foreign objects in your body. You can also record and take screenshots of what's on the screen. Has an LED light on the camera. Hello. For instance, if you can't find something or you're looking inside an engine somewhere, just stick that in the anywhere you need so you can check things such as your radiator without having to open the hood. You get the idea. Tight spaces. And you could also take a screenshot. See? You can turn the light off or on. And intensity. Next we have, holy cow, stainless steel garden hose. I've had lots of garden hoses in the past couple of years. All of them break eventually. This is stainless steel with these screw-on nozzles and a spray gun with some O-rings. It's going to be very useful in the spring as I connect my water again, and hopefully these won't break. This is significant. I want to say this is 100 feet, but it could be 50. I'm not sure. Stainless steel garden hose. Why didn't they think of this a long time ago? This is excellent. I'm definitely going to use these. I'm definitely going to replace my rubber ones, which, by the way, is broken. Let's open the 5th gift. Oh, Vevor bench grinder. How did you know? I just sold my old one because I never use it. All right, my bench grinder. Some assembly required. You have to put these things on, put this bracket on, it's like the stay. And when you turn it on, it's 1 speed. And it's got a light. You can look at both. So it's going down. Sharpen the knife with this fine grinder. Holy cow, that is sharp. So, really nice grinder, right? You can sharpen fine things like knife blades and all that. On this side, it's more larger grit. So you can sharpen lawnmower blades on this side, knives on this side, whatever you want to grind. You could also remove this part and put some kind of buffer wheel on here if you want. It's got the movable lenses here, so it protects the sparks from going into your eyes. And this over here is like a platform where you can lay things on here to support it. What I don't like about it is the light always stays on no matter what. You can't shut off the light individually. You know what I mean? You can't shut off the light by itself. When you turn this switch on, this light is on whether you want it or not. So that's not good. I wish it had like a switch over here where you can shut off the light if you didn't want it. Second of all, when you have this on, it vibrates and it moves. So this thing moving off the table is very dangerous. So I wish they had made some kind of clamp where you can clamp this on so it doesn't move. I suppose you could just put a clamp on here, you know what I mean? Well, other than that, it's a really good grinder. It's a 6-inch wheel and 3,450 RPMs. This is the MD150. Here we go, guys, our last gift. Holy cow, what on earth is this? Tripod of some kind. This is a 1,500 watt snow machine. This is a snow machine. You make snow with it. I've never had anything like this, or really felt the need to have one. I guess if you are in an area of the country where you don't get snow, and you want a white Christmas, or to create some kind of a winter theme, you get a snow machine. So are you ready for the letdown? I thought that you just fill this with water and this refrigerates the water as it comes out and blows it out. But no, it's not. You have to go buy a thing called snowflake oil to put it in here to have this shoot out snowflakes. It's not water. So there's a water pump in here. But to create snowflakes, you need snowflake oil, which I had no idea. So, since I don't have snowflake oil, or even know of a place that sells snowflake oil, we can't try it. Also, you can't turn it on without snowflake oil because it's a water pump in there. You'll burn out the motor if it's not lubricated with something. Kind of like a pressure washer. Anyway, you can minimize or maximize the spray of it. There's a fuse there and an on and off switch attached to power. Also, it has this jug where apparently you put snowflake oil in it, and it has a filter at the end of that hose that goes inside, and then you connect that to this. You can angle it up and down, which is kind of cool, on its own very own tripod, and you can adjust the levels too. Now this part here, they had a zip tie attached to this. It looked like you had to remove it, so I removed it and then pulled this out, and it looks like that. So I don't know if this is supposed to be on it or off of it, because how is the snowflakes going to come out with this thing on it, right? I was thinking this was just to protect this, anything from going in there during shipping. I don't know. Either way, we can't try it. I don't have any snowflake oil. So a lot of great products, great ideas for you guys to purchase for Christmas. If you don't like any of the things that I reviewed today, go check out Vevor.com and check out their website. Tens of thousands of items. You're gonna scroll for like an hour, and I guarantee you're gonna buy something and find something very affordable and innovative for Christmas. I would have liked to see the snow machine work, but who knew? Flake oil? Why can't you just put water in it? I'll put links of all the items that I reviewed in this video down in the description. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to bring you great product reviews like this one. Hope you guys have a healthy and happy holiday. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.